Alright, so back again. I got a different mic now. Hopefully it sounds better. I went to go ahead and upload the first video, which is a little over 2 hours long, I believe, and I rendered it in 4K, which took
Come
forever.
on in. Healing potions are a specialty.
And
here.
it has now been uploading for 6 hours and it's only at 20%. So, yeah, the rest are definitely going up in 1080. Alright, so we left off. We just finished the potions quest. And we have to go to the potions class to learn Depulso, which is another good spell for CC builds. We've got the quest to do for the one, go into the One-Eyed Witch to go steal stuff over at the Weasley Kid. And got a couple of the Venomous Valor, which is not bad. It puts us up in a spot where we can get some free Venomous Tentaculus. And then we got Flying Class, which allows us to travel around faster. So what we're going to go ahead and do first is I'm going to go ahead and knock this quest out first. And basically, we will start out on the lawn. That's a good spot. And then, actually, might do flying first. Yeah, let's go and do flying while we're there. And then we'll do the Venomous Tentacle. So I don't have to double back. There we go. Get my class look.
Everybody grab a broom, and we shall get started.
The flying in this game can be a little
Your
wonky.
attention, please.
Lord Mouse.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome.
It's just something about
our
having to
new
reach
student
down and
to
do
our flying
left
class.
control to dive.
Hello. The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation.
This, I fear, some of you have forgotten.
Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take
This
it?
should be basically all
Now,
first years.
Let's see how well
But
everyone kept up
there's
with
me,
their
a fifth
practice
year,
over the
and
summer
another fifth year
holidays.
beside me.
For those who need a refresher, step
And
up
there's
to your
another fifth
broom,
year.
Say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up. Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up,
Up.
up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Up.
Ah, it's raining.
One
Rain
leg
effects are
over,
pretty cool.
so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once.
All right.
Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do
Wish I had
take
my own
care.
broom.
The brooms are school property. I want them returned
I think
in
I'm getting
one
the hang
piece.
of this.
Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Hello. Nice day for a flight.
Ha! Good.
I've got this.
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year.
It is a shame.
Whoa, our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
The Slytherin house is somewhere down there, I believe.
This is rather fun.
Oh, well done! Have a moment? I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly
Always
met.
pick the same option
I'm
here.
Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Gryffindor like you might be
I have no
interested
idea,
in a
even if you
high-flying
kind of try to turn him
adventure?
down.
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as... Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out.
And you can see the
Claustrophobic for my
Hufflepuff
taste.
common room
How is Everett
windows right
so quick?
there, right in front of me. Look.
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This
The
is
heck
quite
of a
the tour,
trick
Everett.
to go up and mail one letter.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Let's hurry back. Looks like he's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms.
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I am disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day.
He's been in the class
As
for 5
for you,
years.
You do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
So we got our brooms in. What else? I never talked to her after
Kagawa,
this.
About what happened in class.
No need to discuss it further. Losing points for Gryffindor should serve as a deterrent against future escapades. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that I teach you a few additional spells, so please keep an eye out for an owl from me. You're also welcome to drop by any time with questions.
Alright, let's go
I've
down.
not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom.
Revelio.
Dragon.
Please,
Accio.
or as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your
Revelio.
eyes and distractions.
Quite a few quests to do now.
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling.
He's talking about the vines there. This is one of the spots you come to after you do astronomy.
Incendio.
Hidden Herbology Corridor. Kid wants us to bring a giant venomous,
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor.
whatever you call it.
Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light. Lumos.
Some torches on the wall too.
Incendio. Revelio.
There's a chest up there.
Incendio. Revelio. Incendio.
That allows us to jump over. And get a downgrade scarf.
Lumos.
So creepy.
Incendio. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Lumos. Seems the Devil's Snare was protecting a chest of some kind. Incendio. Revelio.
Another scarf.
Incendio. I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery. Incendio. Reparo.
Yeah.
Lumos. Incendio. Lumos.
And we get to go right up into one of the greenhouse. Where we get a bunch of plants for free. That one's as big as the one that was down there.
Revelio.
Yeah, big chest. And we'll be able to identify those soon enough. And that's the entrance to that place we just were. This is where we came for the Chinese chomping cabbages. Chest.
Revelio.
If I planted anything else. Oh, there it is. Let's see if she has anything to say. Nope. So let's go turn in this quest.
Foolish
Oh.
child. Do you have any idea how many muggles the Ministry had to obliviate to cover up your actions? You could have been killed. You could have exposed us all. If I lose my job, it will be you to blame.
Revelio.
Do you ever wish you could write?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Have you found anything to, prove my...
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkeen for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will.
Still afraid of Puffskein.
Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunkeen for me.
Let's see. Finish any more challenges. That's oh, right there. That's one of the ones I think looks pretty good. Is a cool little face mask. Alright, so we can go learn Confrigo, get the room requirement, or we can go to potions class. Or we can go get a broom. We'll get the broom last. So I think we're gonna have to go back to town anyway before long. So we gotta do this quest anyway too. We'll go and do room requirement. Yeah, we haven't gone up the astronomy tower yet, so I don't have that quick travel.
He said it was a creature-induced injury, but I don't think so.
Oh, there's another quest.
Oi, can you help me?
Hello? Were you calling me?
I was, yes. Thought you might be interested in joining me for a bit of an adventure. Following a treasure map, to be precise. Slight respite from battling the odd troll, I should think. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away from her Puffskein. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locations around Hogwarts. Care to have a look at one?
Following a Hogwarts treasure map. Count me in.
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you find anything.
That's the courtyard. That's the dark arts tower. So it's telling you go downstairs to the courtyard, to that door behind the courtyard, and then there's a picture that looks like this somewhere. So we'll go do that later.
My parents were thrilled.
Accio, Levioso.
This is the astronomy tower. Recognize the dancing trolls. If you've read the books.
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
Off to you, Professor.
Keep wondering what the room of requirement would have in it if I wanted to. I mean, think of like a bunch of gaming computers and shit, but technology doesn't work in Hogwarts.
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you've found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away. Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor. Revelio.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Pull that down.
Revelio.
Stop
See,
them!
pop right through this.
No, not. That's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin.
Other than that? Bathinda told it.
Revelio. How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Accio.
How slow that is. Doing this right. I get this chest. It's just
Accio.
yeah. I don't know if that's the right way to do it. That's just the way I've always been able to do it.
Revelio.
Bag up there.
I hope that house elf can find us in here. Accio.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need.
Becomes the room that I come to more than any other room in
Imagine
the
the
castle.
room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
If you had access to the room requirement, would you even really need to go back to your house? Door would pray all the time.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with.
Fancy.
I
I
look
wouldn't want all
forward
these
to seeing
pictures,
what
though.
you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent.
That's
It can
very good for
identify
free moonstones.
unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
And this is where you identify all the unidentified gear. So we got 2 upgrades.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
Alright, so let's see what we got. +5 defense upgrade, and it has a perk on it. Increased damage of all plants, which is not bad because we'll be using plants. Kind of looks goofy. It's a smithy. Great though. Saving 1 coin for that good free go. Magic faster.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
The conjuring thing, if you want to waste a lot of time in the game decorating this room.
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class. Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deek will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
So I'm gonna speak to her again.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
I should have enough, but I'm gonna gather a bunch because I don't really care about these pages. That's one second. Alright, let's get rid of all this extraneous. Pretty much got rid of everything.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
Stuff that I'll just be deleting later.
Good work. Shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell. Aim your wand at any conjured item. Perform the altering spell to customize it. Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance. Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Just gotta get everything to match. Oh, good enough. Where did he go?
Revelio.
Oh.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Oh, sounds perfect.
There we go. That matches the botanical look.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
And now we get another room. That's usually where I put all my growing stuff. Herbology.
An even bigger...
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your...
Let's see. I think I could put a few things in here. Bigger potting tables, actually. That's for now. Stations too. Let's make sure I have plenty of moonstone for later. Alright, let's see. I think we're gonna go do the secret passage quest. Actually, gonna go get this first. No, no, no. Don't want to advance the story yet.
Revelio.
I forgot. Bonimus the Barmy. There are a bunch of things up here. Get enough to get another level. I thought this was where deals were.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Yeah, it's in a different place. I'm thinking of.
Revelio. Revelio.
Your rapscallions are shot to no good.
Circa Duggan.
Revelio.
Owl. So we need a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spider.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly know what all the fuss is about. Levioso! Revelio!
There's a gobstone way up there.
Accio! Revelio! This looks like the right statue. How... Descendium. It's all down here. A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken. Reparo. Revelio. That seems to have done the trick. Revelio. This castle will never cease to surprise me. Incendio. Revelio. I'm trapped. How am I supposed to get out of here? Revelio. Going to have to get past this. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Reparo. Levioso. Revelio. Incendio. One more to go and I'll make it across. Reparo.
Levioso.
Something is getting in the way of that platform.
Accio. Levioso.
Aha, got it.
Revelio.
There's no chest all the way down there, but I'll get that later.
This must be the way out.
Already up.
I need to find a way to open that gate.
Incendio.
Something smells sweet. Must be close to Honeydukes. Honeydukes. I can smell the chocolate. Now, where would I find the dried billywig stings for Gareth? Revelio. I have the dried billywig stings. Now back to Gareth. I can only imagine how his new recipe's going to turn out.
Revelio. Revelio.
You're
Oh, this
worrying
is
far
great.
too much. Nobody's looking at you.
Look at that boy.
Why did you buy me a second pair? I hate these
Novelty
socks.
socks at that price can't be passed up. Be thankful you have socks.
I'd rather have no socks than be dancing like this.
You're not dancing, you're exercising.
Father, why is he dancing?
See? Andrew said the charms come out in the wash, but
I've
it
never known
hasn't.
someone so dramatic, just like your father. Anyone would think you had an affliction.
Has he been cursed?
Oh, please, can't we take these socks back to Mr. Hill and get me some
When
normal
you pay
ones?
for your own socks, then you get to choose. Until then, you'll learn to be thrifty and behave. You're starting to cause a scene.
Papa, can we really wash charms out of things?
Don't be absurd. That woman will say anything to avoid spending her knut. Well, hello there. Come in, look round, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching.
That's actually a pretty big upgrade.
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
It matches.
Sure to stop by whenever you're about.
those, no?
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Imperia. Well, it's an Imperia then.
Be sure to stop by whenever you're about. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure
Oh, yeah,
to stop by
talent
whenever
points
you're
to spend. Oh, I can't get Venomous Tentacular Shield breaking yet. That's pretty huge. Level 22. Get a broom.
Ah,
Revelio.
Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Sounds quite the array.
Now, here's the thing. They're all going to fly the same speed and everything. It's 2,000 for the Dark Lightning Broom. It looks cool. And when you get it, you get another, a different version of it that looks a little better. But I think I'm going to...
That item is of the highest quality.
This one, the Dark Lightning Broom has a like purplish lightning effect when you're flying that comes out of the tail. It looks pretty cool. But at this point, only have just under 4,000. So I'm just gonna get a cheap Ember Dash.
That item is of the highest quality.
Huh. It's House Broom. Yeah.
That item is of the highest quality.
And then he's going to offer us a quest.
Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new
And he does give you
upgrade
upgrades to your broom. Mostly have to do with the boost lasting longer. Because it starts off, the boost sucks. It doesn't last but a few seconds.
Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
But main reason I'm saving gold right now is because I want to buy these larger pots for growing the cabbages.
The Weeks' enthusiasm.
And these are pretty good too, chopping stations and stuff like that. And this, because the chopping station will give you just random herbs and stuff. The hopping pots give you random potions. But what we want is a large Let's see, will I get a double? Well, no, I can't afford a double. So a large pot for spellcraft. Let's see, magical plants.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
And then that's it, I think. So I don't think we need a medium. Oh, the material thing, that's kind of neat later on too. It gives you just free moonstone like every 20 minutes or something. But you come across moonstone pretty often, and if you break up all the stupid pictures and stuff, and if you're not decorating the room like crazy, you don't really need that much.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
And then, of course, while we're here, there is a quest to pick up from the potions guy. You actually already have it, I believe, in your quest thing. Or it shows up on the map. Yeah. So we got 2 available quests here. This one from the potions guy that I always get, and then this one I'd normally pick up the next time I'm in 3 broomsticks. I went the wrong way.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
Hello, Mr. Pippin. You need help with a delivery?
Yes, I do. A capable student such as yourself should have no trouble making the trip to Cambridge. It's just south of Hogwarts.
What do you need delivered?
Fatima Lawang ordered a few invisibility potions. I used to go myself, but lately Fatima has taken to turning every visit into an argument. Constantly complaining about the quality of my stock. But how can I maintain excellence when she orders so often, giving me no time to brew? If you take this rather irritating task off my hands, I'd happily allow you to claim the delivery fee from Fatima.
I'd be happy to help with the delivery.
You've no idea how grateful I am, truly.
Because he hates
Here
her.
are the invisibility
And she doesn't
potions
really
she
like him
requested.
either.
Hopefully she won't give you too much trouble. She's a talented potioneer in her own right. I dare say I wouldn't mind having a look at her potion recipes one day.
Now, I'm not going to do that one quite yet. I want to get my next attack spell, because when I'm down there, there is a duelist. There's a quest to unlock the duelist arena, and I want some better spells. Or, well, at least one more good attack spell before I do that.
Revelio.
Alright, so now we can go back to talk to Weasley. And while we're there, I'll go and show you the Great Hall. So we only saw it for a few seconds at the beginning of the game.
Revelio.
He's got a
I
Zonko's
haven't
hat.
been called Puffskein Dunking once since you brought me that venomous tentacular leaf. I think I am actually braver.
Okay, I don't see where he is. But...
Hello, Gareth. I have those dried billywigs things.
You got them! Incredible.
Happy to help. Here you go.
This is brilliant! Can't wait to get started. Thank you again. I'll let you know when I brewed my first batch of fizzing whiz beer.
Revelio.
This is where we met Nick. And here's the Great Hall. It looks much cooler in the winter. Oh, what's up? You see, I mean, there's only enough room for maybe 50 students at each table, maybe. Yeah, because there's like 15 right there, and then less on that side. So, yeah, maybe 25 students on each side, so 50 students per house. So, 200 students at Hogwarts. I always figured to be a lot more. Especially considering it's, you know, the whole country. It's their school, so there must be a lot of homeschooled witches and wizards. Now these right here, if when you pass them, you kind of want to make note of kind of where you saw them, because there's a neat little quest for them, and you get a pretty cool looking robe for doing it. I'll probably end up doing it. And then you got these little fire statues to set on fire and get a feed. Alright, so let's see. We'll do at least one more quest on this recording. Guess we can go ahead and do the treasure. And then next time we'll do the Undercroft, then the flight test, and then we'll fly down and deliver stuff. Okay, so this is going to be down towards the Dark Arts building. Our defense against the Dark Arts. Oh yeah, there's the points things for the classes. I think I might have already pointed that out. There's Gryffindor. I wish it would show like the points and stuff, showing what we'd earned, but it doesn't. I think the old like GameCube games and stuff, they actually showed the scores.
Revelio.
And you can fly right here.
But don't be shy, for I can't wait to watch you try. Woohoo!
Can't wait till I'm old enough.
Oop, wrong way.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that could happen.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's
so
gobstones.
the treasure map, the first thing it shows, I'll go and show it first, is this right here. It's even got a marker on it.
Revelio.
And then it has an arrow that points down the steps. And then the next thing it shows is this statue out here in the courtyard. And then it points towards this door back here. Oh, there's the Daedalian. I'll get that in a minute. And then it basically just says there's a random picture in here to look for. And that random picture is right here. Now, if you just, and it says to pull on this, but the thing is you can't pull on it from this angle. So you actually have to pull this over.
Levioso. Accio.
Get even with it.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Fuck, you did.
Revelio.
Why it's not working?
Revelio.
I sworn that was all I had to do.
Levioso.
Don't really cancel it. So.
Accio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
Oh, that's not working. Yeah, it just says to pull on it, but it's not working for some reason.
Accio.
Unless it only works at night or something.
Lumos.
Let's see if it only works at night.
Revelio.
Should light up.
Accio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
This is a different picture. It has the same. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Revelio.
There's a gobstone somewhere. Nope.
Accio.
I don't know why it's not working.
Revelio.
Oh well.
Lumos.
Go and do this. I think this is down at the bottom.
Revelio.
Maybe not.
Revelio. Lumos.
Wow, I can't remember where that butterfly is. So they're pretty, usually near, pretty close. This pot and a sphinx.
Revelio.
Yeah, well, I'm just wasting time right now.
Revelio.
Well, went to do a puzzle, screwed up on the puzzle for some reason, and now can't remember where that sphinx is. Oh well, I'm just gonna go pick up this Daedalian Keys quest, and then I will call this part of the recording done because I don't want to make it too long. They take too long to upload.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Hello, Nelly. You seem excited about something.
The Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Mole, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you do. In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them.
Alright, I'll go
I
and
hope
do
you
the
follow a
first
few
Daedalian
keys
key.
at least. If you manage to open a cabinet...
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio.
There's one over here somewhere. Why am I forgetting where stuff is now? There it is.
Revelio.
So the key should be around here somewhere.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry! I cannot do this for all eternity!
Ah, a rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track.
So here's where the Daedalian key goes. I just gotta find the little flying key.
Revelio.
Thought for certain he'd be slipped.
Thought they were around here somewhere. It seems like it's been too long since I've done this quest. They're always in like the same room, so you don't have to go through doors.
Revelio.
So that was one near the entrance. They do show up under Revelio.
Revelio.
Normally, I just run into them.
Might as well be surrounded by
Oh well, go to the one in the astronomy tower. Or the
I'd better
tower.
keep an eye on high place. There's the fountain. I'm getting closer.
Now it's giving me the markers. Maybe I just have to hit the markers first. Now it's showing me the marker up there.
This stairwell looks promising. This looks
And
like
now
a portrait
it's
from
lit
a
up.
map.
Okay.
And where's the treasure?
That's what it was.
There was a doorway hidden within the portrait.
I was in the right place, it just wouldn't let me because I didn't hit the quest
What
mark.
came of Arthur's search? Revelio.
Okay, so there's the day. Maybe you have to have the quest selected. But I'm gonna go turn this in.
I enjoy having lunch down by the lake.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
And I'm gonna get that gobstone quest done at the beginning of the next time, because that is gonna annoy the crap out of me. He keeps talking about it.
Revelio.
Now it's telling me to find the medallion. Instead of turning in the quest, it just... I swear I get lost in Hogwarts so much. Oh, just one more flight.
Oh, my mother makes the most delicious.
Find anything yet?
Hello, Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me. Well,
All right.
On to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley's office might yield anything in?
That is going to be it for this recording. I'm actually going to keep playing. I'm just going to make it 2 separate